Grand Rising, loved ones. Welcome back to another episode of Healing Wisdom with me, your favorite spiritual advisor, Empress Oracle. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend and got some rest or whatever you wanted to do. Okay, and now I want to talk to you guys about mind over matter because that is something that is very important because a lot of times, guys, our minds be playing tricks on us. And what we have to realize is that our mind is a very powerful thing. Okay? Your mind, you can make yourself go crazy. You can really make yourself go crazy. So the thing is, you have to learn how to control your mind because I am very perturbed because I'm seeing a lot of people who are younger than me. You know, I'm 37, about to be 38, and I look great. Okay, I'm seeing people younger than me that have lost themselves. They've just became immersed in their mental, in their thoughts, and that has held them captivity, and they're stuck. And I'm seeing people older than me the same way, people my age the same way. It's a lot of people who are not really grasping the concept of mind over matter, and your mind can become a prison, and your mind can hold you back. Okay? A lot of times, guys, we tend to look at the glass as half empty instead of half full. And that is perception and mind over matter. Okay? So the thing is, what we have to realize is that we control our minds, regardless of what thoughts or what feelings or what type of energies that you have around you. That's why it's very powerful for you to continue to do mental exercises. That's why it's important for you to look at yourself in the mirror, say your affirmations, tell yourself things that you know that you are. Okay? Tell yourself what you know about yourself because there's going to be a lot of times, especially when you're going on your spiritual journey, you're going to have a lot of tests, and it's going to be mind over matter. And if you don't know who you truly are or how to be true to yourself, your mind can become a prison. Your mind can become a prison, especially while you're ascending, especially while you're elevating, especially I know after this Lionsgate portal that I was talking about, a lot of people have tapped into different gifts, different bits of spirituality that they did not even know that they had. Okay. However, once you start ascending, if you are not focused, if you are not clear, if you are not grounded, if you do not have positive control over your mind, your mental, your thoughts, you can really fuck yourself up. You can become trapped in your own mind. You can become a prisoner in your own mind. You can let your self-limiting beliefs, okay, or even the things that people have told you, the things that people may have been telling you things out of their own insecurities your whole life while you've been growing up. People may have said little things, and at the time you didn't even really, take it to heart too much. Yeah, it may have hurt your feelings or whatever, but you didn't really take it to heart. But now when it's time for you to progress and to move on, you may be remembering those things, and that is, negative energy. That's the devil basically just trying to hold you back. Okay, because a lot of times the things that we want to do from when we are a child, the things that we had in our mind from childhood that we wanted to do, those are our passions. Those are our dreams. Those are the things that we are supposed to pursue. And some people, unfortunately, have people around them who talk them down out of that. So now that they're older, and your heart is calling for your passions. Your mind is calling for your passions. But somewhere you still recall these things that were ingrained in you or that were spoken to you, right? That are holding you back mentally from really achieving your highest purpose, from going to pursue your passions. Those childhood dreams, they are not just dreams, okay? Whenever you hear that saying, if you can dream it, you can do it, it's true. Because all of these people, the engineers, the scientists, the people who make all these great discoveries and develop things, when they were children, their mind was open. Because when you are a child, you have less mental restrictions. Okay? You are more able to tap in to the spiritual realm and the higher dimensions and stuff because children have that imagination. They don't have that mental jail. They don't have all those self-limiting beliefs. They have not been ingrained with society's beliefs and the pressures and stuff. So their mind is free to roam. Okay? And those things are the things that we need to pay attention to because they are not just dreams. They are not just visions. The fact that we were able to culminate those in our mind, that means That is our intuition from early, from childhood, tapping in and showing us our potential and what we can do. All right. And so then it becomes a fact of mind over matter when you become older and you start telling yourself, or you start believing the things that people tell you, saying that you cannot do the things that you envision in your mind, in your head, in your heart, in your soul, that you know you can fucking do. That you know you can do. Because let me tell you something, the only person who can stop you from doing you is you. Everything else is mind over matter, baby. Everything else is mind over matter. And don't let nobody tell you. Look at me, ebonics like a motherfucker. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do shit. Anything that you want to do, whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right. And I know y'all done heard that one before. You know, I like to hit y'all with them little, whatever they're called, sayings or whatever. But yeah, real shit though, real shit. If you think you can or you can't, you are right. Everything is mind over matter. Sometimes you have to put those thoughts, because a lot of times I'm a huge overthinker. But that's just because I'm a creative genius. There's a lot going on in there. But a lot of people have that problem, and a lot of people will think themselves out of their own success. They will think themselves out of their own blessings. Everything is mind over matter. I don't give a fuck if 100 people tell you you cannot do something, but in your mind you can see yourself doing it. Do that shit. Fuck them people. Who are they? People who didn't believe in themselves. So they see the passion within you. They see the drive within you. They see the capability, the mental capacity and everything else within you. So they are going to try to shoot down your happiness until you know, because they are stuck in a mental prison and they don't want to be there by themselves. No. That's what we're not going to do. That is what we are not going to do, guys. We ain't doing that. We are not. Everybody out there, everybody who is watching this video, you have something special, unique, that is just you. All right. And whether or not people around you are used to it, are used to seeing that, okay, whether that's their cup of tea or whatever it is, it does not matter. Okay. The only person who knows your full potential is you. All right. Those doubts, everything else those self-limiting beliefs, those fears, those naysayers, them fucking haters, whether they family, your wife, your girlfriend, whoever, they cannot tell you what you are capable of. All right. The fact that you were able to get that vision in your head, that is a direct channel from the divine. That is a direct channel from source saying, yes, you can. This is what you can do here. And a lot of times they show us from young, when we're children. You guys sit down and think about the shit that you used to think about and say that you wanted to do when you were a child. Think about those things, those visions you had before people started shooting you down, before life got hard and everything. That's a part of the test. That's a part of everybody's journey as well. Everybody, we are going to have obstacles in life, okay? The harder the test, the larger the reward. That's what we have to realize. You saying you cannot, that is mind over matter. Any obstacle that comes in your way, trust me, it was already pre-planned. You knew about this shit before you came down here, whether you realize it or not, because everybody has a path. Everybody, okay? So you have all the tools that you need in here already to overcome those obstacles. Stop looking at things as though it's a trap. Stop looking at things as dead ends. When you get an obstacle, when something doesn't go your way, when your plans fall apart and you have to start over, that is not an indication for you to stop pursuing your dreams, okay? Just because something does not work out, that is not mean for you to stop trying. That is mind over matter. And the ones who really want to succeed will push through and will find a way, because everybody has what they need inside of them. Everybody has what they need in here to figure out their way, to figure out their path, to achieve their highest purpose. And if you feel like you cannot do that, then what you need to do is you need to meditate. You need to go within. When I say go within, what I mean is take a step back from all of, you know what I'm saying, the distractions out here, you know, technology, electronics, partying, drinking, smoking, every fucking thing that distracts you from being the best person that you can be. Take a little time out, spend some me time, right? And instead of asking people what they think you should do, alrighty, instead of looking around for what you think you should do, sit there and ask yourself. Say self, okay? And when self answers like, what up? You be like, yo, what should we do? Brainstorm. Get the thoughts, the fears, anything that you have in your mind that may be holding you back or maybe overwhelming you and making you feel like it's too hard for you to conquer whatever task it is that you have. Write that shit down. Write it down. You could do a pros and a cons, whatever it is. Write it down. And then you're going to really see that will help you. If you write down the reasons why you feel like you cannot do something or whatever you feel like is an obstacle towards you doing something, write those down. And then write down a solution for it. If you don't have a solution for it, then maybe you can look one up or seek some outside sources. But don't keep all of that inside of your mind, blocking you and making you feel overwhelmed and like you cannot do something. That is just mind over matter, baby. And we got this. We got this. All right? Baby steps. Baby steps. A lot of times people psych themselves out mentally because whenever we decide we want to do stuff, I was guilty as fuck for this shit. So a lot of times when we feel like we want to do something, right? We're so charged. We're like, yes. And we just want to just jump in all the way. And then it just does not work out the way we expect it to that first time. That doesn't mean to give up. Don't psych yourself out. All right. Sometimes things like that happen just to see if you really want it. Are you going to try again? You know a story that I love reminding myself of all the time. Perfect example of mind over matter if you're trying to achieve success. Okay, so the cleaning spray 409, I heard the story that the reason how it got the name 409 is because the person who made it, it took them 409 times to get their patent approved, but they never stopped trying. Okay, so that's mind over matter right there because Buddy knew. He said, nah, this some good shit. The world needs to use this spray. I'm going to keep trying. Even every time his patent got denied, every time his formula got denied, he came back, he sat, he brainstormed, he kept trying until he got it. And it took 409 times. But you know what? He did that. And look, now it's in households all over the world. That could be you. Everything is mind over matter. Listen, never let anything stop you from what you have in your mind that you want to achieve. As long as you know it's not going to hurt anybody, as long as you know it's going to help you, and in turn helping you, it will help others. You go for that shit. Don't let nobody tell you no different. Don't let your mind talk you out of it. Because sometimes we will have that voice in our head, okay? And it'll be our ego. And ego is not always just bragging and boastful. Sometimes your ego can be your fears, your self-limiting beliefs, your self-consciousness, your insecurities talking to you in your mind, trying to tell you cannot. Fuck that. Even if you tell you can't do some shit, do it anyway. And prove yourself wrong. Do it. Do it for me. Okay, do it for me because I believe in each and every person out here. And let me tell you something. Anytime you are trying to do anything, always know any obstacles that come your way, it is only mind over matter. How strong are you? It's either you know what you want or you don't. But even if you don't, you can fake it till you make it. All right? That's why those affirmations are important because the more that you tell yourself, yes, I can. The more you tell yourself, my mind is not going to hold me back. The more you tell yourself, I am free from my mental prison. The more you tell yourself these affirmations, the more you believe that shit. The more you start walking in it, the more you start talking in it, the more you start living in your destiny and your path. And the more those doors will open up for you is what I'm trying to tell you. Hey, I don't think you heard me. sound a little rusty, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, feel it though. Anywho, that's all I wanted to say to you guys. See, this is how I act when I ain't smoke no weed. You know what I'm saying? That should be calming me down. But anyway, make sure, now that we've talked about mind over matter, guys, seriously, make sure that you maintain mental health. Mental health is very important, okay? Especially when you are a person that is on a spiritual journey and ascending. As I said in one of my prior videos before, there are a lot of mental health issues that have a direct correlation to spirituality. And, you know, if you don't know what it is, then you may think you're just fucking crazy. Okay? But no, it's just mind over matter, baby. However, check out my website. I have lots of crystal jewelries, good for your mental health, your physical health, and your spiritual health. Everything that you need to get that feng shui up in. All right? www.empressoracle333.com for all of your spiritual and aesthetic needs. All right? Check me out, guys. And also, be safe. Have a wonderful, blessed week. I love you guys. I'll see you later, okay?